Hello and welcome to this video where I will speak about high sensitivity and especially about great depth of information processing. What do we know about high sensitivity? What is demonstrated today? What part of the population does it represent? Actually, it's end of the 90s that for the first time Elaine N, she is an American psychologist. She described and examined for the first time this character trait, high sensitivity. And who am I? I am Marie-Elise Chateau, executive and business coach in the three-country region. It's Germany, France and Switzerland. My office is in Switzerland near Basel. And I've been working during 15 years in chemical industry in management, and I have understood I am a highly sensitive person through my clients, because it was unusual for me to meet so many persons who ask themselves so many questions like I used to do, and also get upset about all the world because of values, deep values, and also who live similar professional situation like I have experienced. What makes me satisfied is when the person I coach gains self-confidence and finds meaning and joy at what he or she is doing at work. Individual coaching is also possible online, and I organize conferences online also about the subject high sensitivity. And I invite you to see all my offers at once by clicking on the link that I put in the description of this video. My goal is to support highly sensitive person who wants it in living out their character trait in the best possible way. But who is the highly sensitive person? It is usually an adult who heard as a child that he is too sensitive, too shy, maybe introvert. Often it's a person who blushes in many situations. And that's true, the highly sensitive person reacts more sensitively than others to stimuli. It can be internal stimuli and external stimuli. External stimuli, it's a loud smell and maybe strong light. Internal stimuli, it's emotion. It can be their own emotions, but also the emotions of others that she can feel out of empathy. Myself, I've heard a lot that you're crying for nothing, you get upset over anything, you get hurt too easily, and you take things too seriously. So at the end of the day, the highly sensitive person loses self-confidence and thinks that he or she is not well adapted to the environment. That's what I will show with two examples, but it's more the environment which is not adapted to her, the highly sensitive person. But what we know that they process information very deeply. The information circulates quickly and in parallel or on different levels. Some speak of a tree structure, and that is a physiological difference that is recognized today. So what part of the population do they represent? They represent 20% of the population. Important to know is that there are as many men as women who are highly sensitive. And altogether they represent 20% of the population, which means that they represent a minority. And that's here the point. It's that their environment is adapted to the 80%, to the majority. And here come the two examples I will take. Imagine a 6.5 feet tall person in a plane. For them, it's a pain, it's uncomfort during the whole travel. And not that I want to say that high sensitivity is only pain and uncomfort, but one must say that to be able to appreciate the good side of it, you have to face many challenges. For me, it's like a diamond, a raw diamond that we receive at birth, and we have to cut it during our whole life. You have to cut it to let it shine. And that's why I want to support highly sensitive persons who want it in dealing with making it a force. I can take a second picture. It's you can imagine a forest, and someone wants to go from point A to a point B, and the 20% of highly sensitive person, they can fly over the trees, while the 80% they have to go on the ground and orient themselves on the ground, with it, taking the path and the ways. So what will happen? The system, the environment will make maps. And when the highly sensitive person receives the map in her hand, she will not understand. It will not help. And she will even think that she's incompetent. And that's what happens quite often. I can take the example at school. For instance, my daughter, she understood at first the exercise in math, but because the teacher explained it in several ways so that everybody understands, she was confused at the end. And it happened a lot to me as a child. I wanted to understand everything, but actually I didn't need to understand all the explanations. And because I didn't manage to understand everything, I thought, oh, it's something wrong. We can also say that highly sensitive persons, they have it difficult to make choices, for instance, because of this deep information processing. Here is a paradox for the highly sensitive person. They have a quite efficient brain, but at the end, through their experience, they come to think that they are less intelligent than other persons. And indeed, they can be very awkward in society. And one must say as well that sometimes they will find solutions which are quite complex and not so easy for others to follow. And I will come to a warning. A risk here is to come to self-deprecation, and that's something that one highly sensitive person should really avoid. Everybody has to avoid speaking bad about oneself, but especially the highly sensitive persons. I thank you for your attention. You can leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it, and also activate the bell, because I will bring one video in English every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Thank you, bye!